Good Monday Matters. I hope you had a wonderful Sabbath and are looking forward to a new week and all the things that God has in store for you. My name is Mike Courtney and this is Monday Matters. Every Monday I take a few minutes and talk about something to make your life happier, healthier, and a little bit holier. I'm trying to get more intentional about this. Better setup, better recording, better audio, that kind of thing. So let me know how it's going. Let me know if it's making a difference at all. I want to pick a topic today called living above reproach. I've been thinking about a couple of things have kind of come up in my life that have reminded me of this. So I just want to take this phrase, living above reproach. Let me start out by telling you a little a little something I say almost every time I'm in a counseling office and I'm counseling with a couple. I will say to them somewhere along the way, listen, you need to know that I am the greatest husband in the whole world inside this office. Inside this office, I'm smart. I know all the answers. I know how to do good marriage. Outside the office, I'm like everybody else. I forget. Doris and I argue over the dumbest things. I forget to be kind. So when I talk about something, there could be this tendency for a listener to say, "Well, he must have that all under control. He must do that very, very well." That's not true, and it's certainly not true in this. As I talk to you about living above reproach, it's just something I'm working at. I want to get better at all the time. I have a long ways to go, and I want to get better at it. 1 Timothy 3:2, Paul's giving instructions to a young pastor about the kind of people he should surround himself with. And he says, an overseer must be above reproach. And I would say, that's not true just for overseers. That's true for Christ followers, for dads, for politicians, for employees, for employers, for students. We who call ourselves Christians should be people who live above reproach. At least that should be the goal. I found this quote that said, live in such a way that if someone spoke badly of you, no one would believe it. That's living above reproach. You hear some bad rumor about somebody and say, that cannot be true. I know them. I've watched their lives. That cannot be true. Here are 3 or 4 things, maybe more than anything else, just statements about living above reproach. One is your actions outweigh your words. Part of the reason why it's so important to live above reproach is that what we say is far less important than what we do, than how we act. In fact, another one is very much like that. I say all the time, your walk talks and your talk talks, but your walk talks louder than your talk talks. What you do speaks many more volumes than what you say. Here's a third one. Your family name is more than a spoken word. It is a reputation. Down through the ages, people are going to think of the name Courtney based in part on what they saw in me and how I live. Your family name is more than just the words you say. It's a reputation. And then this one, the life you live is a reflection of the God you serve. More than anything else, that's a reason for Christians to live above reproach, is because the only Jesus that many people see is the Jesus they see in you. So I jotted down 5. It's important to live above reproach, at least to make that our goal. So I jotted down 5 areas in my life that I'm working on to do better to live above reproach. Number 1, be punctual. These are small areas, by the way. I was thinking as I actually was mowing the grass yesterday and thinking about this and thinking of calling it small ways to serve God. Be punctual. Just be on time. When we say we're going to be someplace at 7 o'clock, be there at 5 till. we live for God. We speak for God. We are representatives of God. You're representatives of your family. And so just be punctual. You know what I really would hate, and sometimes perhaps I've been that way, is to be that kind of person that when someone says, "Oh, it's 7 o'clock," they said they'd be here at 7. It's 7. That's way too early for them. They expect you to be late. I don't want to be that. Be punctual. Here's number 2. Give credit where credit is due. We live in an age of AI and Google, and it's so easy to find quotes. And I find quotes all the time. I will post something each day, a quote about this. If it's a quote that I took from someone else, I try to give credit for that. Now, sometimes there may be that I quote something and I didn't know. I've always heard this, but we need to do a little work to be diligent. Give credit where credit is due. If you're going to quote somebody, say, I've taken this from somebody. It's a bad preacher joke that says, the first time I say, so-and-so said this. The second time I say, it has been said. And from then on I say, I've always said. It's a bad preacher joke because it's kind of a true preacher joke. Give credit where credit is due, particularly in this age of AI. Number 3, these are small ways to live with integrity, to live above reproach. Protect confidences. When someone asks you not to repeat this story, don't repeat the story. Respect confidences. Keep secrets. Keep good secrets. When someone asks you, I'm going to trust you with this, please don't tell them. Don't tell anybody. It's a small thing, but your integrity, whether or not you live about it, it's dependent upon that. Number 4, show kindness and respect. We live above reproach by just showing kindness and respect to everyone, to people we disagree with. I preached a message today, by the way, on the church and politics, and that was kind of the theme, is that our responsibility as Christians is to be respectful, is to be kind. And we can live above reproach by showing respect to everyone. I would like to be the kind of person that other people feel better about themselves after having been around me, that I show them enough respect, enough kindness, they feel better about themselves. And then here's number 5. So number 1, be punctual. Number 2, give credit where credit is due. Number 3, protect confidences. Number 4, show kindness and respect. And here's number 5, a way to live above reproach. Admit mistakes. Just admit when you made a mistake. Listen, I have made a lifetime of them. I wish I hadn't made as many mistakes. But the one thing I've learned is that there's great value in admitting it, in acknowledging it. Be willing to say, I did that wrong. I should have thought through that. I'm sorry. Admit mistakes, but particularly to those people that are under you, to your children, to your employees, to your spouse. Admit your mistakes. So, I think that God's desire is for us to be good representatives of Him. And part of how I do that is to try to live above reproach. George Eliot said this, our deeds determine us as much as we determine our deeds. I think I'm choosing how I'm going to act, but really how I act is choosing who I am. So, live above reproach. Well, thanks for being a part of Monday Matters. Every day I will post something. I will post the outline of this on Branch's blog if you'd like to see it in writing. If you do go there, I would ask you to like and subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, I would ask you to, I guess, like and subscribe. I don't know. I need to figure out what it is I'm asking you to do. But thanks for being a part of Monday Matters. God bless you. Have a great day.